Okay, YouTube, I am back for another video with the Mustang, and I have a confession to make. As you can see, a lot of work has been done to this Mustang, and I did not film it. My truck transmission completely crapped out on me, so I've been having to sneak over here and doing it during my normal work day. So, I'll go over everything with y'all, catch you up. I got the radiator support fully installed, the radiator back in, condensers in, not filled, but I got all the panels test fitted, gapped up right, and then I've started the actual bodywork itself. So, sorry about the air compressor that just kicked on, but this door was in rough shape. I'm getting this door all right. The driver's side of the car is pretty much all done. I just got to touch up the fender a little bit more, and that side's ready to prime and paint. Today I'm going to be focusing on the passenger side, and I'll show you what I'm going to be doing to it. I got a big machine right here that I'm going to be using. And we're also going to try to test the ABS speed sensors today, because I have an ABS light on, and the speedometer says I'm going 120 miles an hour. I'm just sitting here. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, let's say, okay. Take two. Okay, so right now I'm going to start working on this quarter panel. You can see right here it gets all kinked up and wrinkled. Am I getting a phone call? I am. I'm going to have to take this. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. It was my mother. They learned that I bought a car when I probably shouldn't have. I tried to screen record it, didn't work, don't know why. But back to the Mustang. So like I was saying, we're gonna fix all right here, and there's not great backside access. I could probably figure something out, but because I have access to fancy machinery, right here I got the Chief MI 300. It's a spot welder and a dent puller. I'm going to be using the dent puller part of it today. So pretty much I'm going to be taking belt sander with a Scotch-Brite belt on it. This is from Harbor Freight. It was like 70 bucks. Anybody can get this. They have cheaper versions of this where it's just dent pullers. Still pretty pricey, but there are other ways to do this. I'm just not going to do them because they're harder. So pretty much with this Scotch-Brite, I'm going to be grinding off all the paint where I'm going to be pulling to get to bare metal, and I'm going to ground this machine to a part where I'm not going to be pulling, but on the same panel. So probably right about here, and then I'm going to grab the part and start popping where it's all dented out and getting it straight, and you'll see me hammering to get the high spots down while I pull the low spots in and pull the low spots out. So this is what I'm going to be, this is all I have to dent pull left, and then you'll see me sand it down, wipe it with some Bondo, and then I'll sand this part as well and probably give it another coat, because there's a dent right here that was already worked and I messed it up, so I gotta fix that again. So yeah, let's get to it. I'll grind it. You'll see where I grind. I know it's hard for y'all to see where it's actually dented, but you'll see when I grind it and where. Hopefully that's all I need to grind. This is where the ground's gonna go. There's a little dent right here, nothing much. I'll be able to pull that out, tap this little crown down, and then hopefully get all this pulled out good enough. I gotta go grab a clamp so I can actually attach the ground. Where is my air blower? Up there. Blow all the dust off, go grab that clamp, and then I'll get to pulling. Okay, so when setting up this machine, you want to get the ground grinded down, clamped on there. You want to come up to here. This machine, you need to have air to help cool along with the water cool. Flip the switch on. Before you start actually pulling on it, you got to come over here first and make sure the battery's disconnected. If the battery's not disconnected and there's power going to the car in any way, shape, or form, trickle charger, accessory battery, or the main battery, you can mess some stuff up bad. I've seen airbags get deployed because of it. My airbag has already been deployed, but I've seen full electrical systems get fried. You could just get lucky and pop a fuse, but I've seen some things happen that you don't want to happen. So come back here. Now we know that it's all disconnected. It is currently on the spot welding section, so we'll grab the gun down here, which is for dent pulling. Pull it out. All we got to do is pull the trigger. It will set it to calibration mode, and you pull it again. Then it sets it to that, and you see it has a 0.6 millimeter. It's on the 0.6 millimeter setting right now. We can switch that and raise it up if we need more pulling strength. 0.6 is usually good for what I use it for. Sometimes if it's tight, which it might be too tight down in here, we might have to raise that up. But make sure it's on the correct setting for star bit. We got a star tip on there. So now that we know the battery's disconnected, the ground is good, we got an air hose hooked up to it, and we have all the right settings, we can grab it, and it has this little slide hammer action. So all you do, put it on the bare metal, pull the trigger, now it's stuck to it. Take the little slide hammer, pop it back, and it starts pulling the metal out. When you see me hammer, I'm hammering down crowns or high spots to get it all to the right thing. And to get this off, you just twist it and wiggle it off. So right there, that is good to white. I don't need any more work there. And usually for big stuff like this, you want to work from the outside to the inside, because outside has less tension, inside has more tension. So the more you pull from the outside, the less tension there's going to be in the middle. Okay, so I pulled everything out here, and it all walked out really easily. You saw me hammer a little bit. I had to hammer this crown down, which it's common to happen. It pushes it too far in, and you need to dent pull it to get it not crowned and workable. So I'm gonna grab that air hose, grind here again, and pull this, suck this in a little bit. So I'm gonna grind a little bit right here and pop that out. And then it's actually walking out really quickly and really well. So once I get it out, all out, you'd see me pull all this tape off, because this white stuff is just tape. Pull that off, sand all this down with an 80 grit, wipe some mud on it, and you'll see me start sculpting that back to place. Alrighty, so I got that all dent pulled out, but it came out really well. I should be good from there to just wipe everything. There might be a high spot here I might tap down just a little bit, but actually I'll do that right quick. It's not much. Hopefully they'll tap back in. I might have to pull a little bit right there after I tapped it, but do one more pull. There we go, that's feeling a lot better. A lot more even. So now, I'm going to be wiping, I'll wipe a little bit right here because old model Ford paint is really thick, so I'll put a little bit of putty right here. Just make it easier for it to prime and paint. And you'll see me wipe probably from all the way back here to this whole dog leg pretty much. So, I'm going to start it off with 80. On a DA right here, 80 grit. That's going to give me enough to wipe on. I'll blow it off, wipe it, and then I'll hit it with an 80 on a DA, but I'm going to mostly block it with 80. And then when I get it done, I'm going to finish it in 180, possibly 320. So you'll see. You'll see how it goes. I don't even know how it's going to go. You never know until you do it. So to get all this adhesive tape off, I have this guy. This is by 3M. Other companies make it. I just have a 3M one. It is essentially just a rubber wheel. What it does, it removes adhesive. So I have mine put in a normal drill. A lot of the time people put these in air tools. I prefer putting it in a drill. It's cordless and it's a lot quieter. If you put it in an air tool, it goes a lot quicker, but most of y'all will have a drill. If y'all need to remove adhesive, get one of these guys. Makes it a lot easier than just picking at it with your fingers. All you do is put it in there and put it on. Bad thing about using this on the drill, kills your battery. When I started this, I had about a half a battery. Oh, not even half a battery. It was probably about a quarter. And now it's dead. So I'm gonna go swap out batteries and get back to it. But as you can see, a quarter battery, removed half of it. It's cool. And now that I'm gonna have a full charge on it, it's gonna go a lot quicker. So I just grabbed my battery off of my Impact. It's almost full, not quite 100%, probably like 90%. But back to erasing. I just tried to connect an air hose to a battery-powered tool. So as you can see, that eraser wheel doesn't break the paint, which is why it's great. When you do it on plastic, you have to be careful because it will break the paint and it will eat up some of the plastic. So if you were to use the eraser wheel on plastic, be careful. You could ruin that piece. In terms of metal, you're not going to burn through the paint unless you just stick it on there for a few minutes in one spot. But as you can see, the only spot where you see bare metal is where I grounded it with the Scotch-Brite belt sander. But that's why I like the eraser wheel so much when it comes to adhesive. After I paint this car, I'm not going to put these tapes back on. All these tapes are coming off. I don't like them personally. And it costs money to not only purchase them, but have somebody put them on, because I won't be able to do it well. I could make them. I have a vinyl machine, but there's no need. Thanks for watching today's video, YouTube. I know it came to an abrupt end. I'm editing this video and realizing that it's going to be about 45 minutes to start to finish from this. So I'm going to do it into two parts. So this is the first part. You'll see me again in my office right before the second part. So yeah, I'll see you next week probably. I don't know how I'm going to schedule this, but thanks for watching today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.